You think leadership is a common case? No.
All more guys and all be small thing. Welcome back to the voice update. So guys, Kenneth Okonkwo has been trending after coming out to attack Mr. Peter Obi. Kenneth Okonkwo is a spokesperson to the presidential candidate of the Labour Party, Mr. Peter Obi, during the 2023 general election, which I will be playing the rest of the clip for you guys to hear everything he said. But before I do that, if this is your first time of coming across my channel, kindly subscribe, please subscribe, like this video, and drop a comment. So guys, 2023 general election has come and gone, and President Bola Ahmed Tinubu was declared the winner by the INEC. Atiku of the PDP took the second position, while Mr. Peter Obi of the Labour Party took the third position. We all know how everything ended and how they went to court, from the tribunal to the court, and ended up at the Supreme Court. Nigeria at that time was disappointed by the judgment of the Supreme Court, and people were like going to enter the street to protest, but only waiting for Mr. Peter Obi to ginger them. And this brought us to what Kenneth Okonkwo is actually saying in this particular video, which I will be playing for you guys to hear everything he said. Kenneth Okonkwo, during an interview, has came out to attack Mr. Peter Obi of the Labour Party, whether directly or indirectly, saying that Peter Obi is too weak for the position of the president and he doesn't have the courage to take risks. And he said he cannot campaign or work with somebody like Mr. Peter Obi anymore. Let's hear everything Kenneth Okonkwo said. Drop your comment at the comment section.
Leadership is a common case? No. Esther said, if I perish, I perish. Whenever you are in leadership, look at what happened to Donald Trump. In America, where security is everywhere. Yet, 2 times now they wanted to. Every profession has its own risk. If you're not willing to take the risk that is attached to any profession, step aside so that people who are given that mind by God will go ahead and serve God in that capacity. If you're an actor and an actress and you say you're not going to hug babes and you're not going to kiss them, step aside. Because that's what the job is. Don't come and say you're a born-again Christian. That's what the job entails. If you're a politician and you can't stand for your people that voted for you, and because you don't want to die, step aside. Because that's what the job entails. Any politician that is not behaving like Fubara, who will resist and protest when his rights are trampled upon, knowing that our judicial system, knowing that our electoral system have failed us, that any politician who will not stand his ground, no matter the risk to his person, I said I will not speak for that politician again, and I maintain it. And you can see what is happening, because we can't go forward. We calm down. If Fubara has been saying calm down, do you know where River State would have been? He said he's ready for them. He's fully prepared. The election must go on. The election must hold. Winners must be declared. They will be sworn in. And whatever is going to happen, let it happen. I am looking for leaders who would say nobody will rig my election. And if you rig my election, I will fight. Nigerians, come out and fight. If they kill anybody, let them kill all of us. Oh yes, and thank God I'm seeing it happen. What Fubara did, was he advocating for violence? Was he advocating that the law should be broken? No. He was advocating for his right. That's my opinion. That's my advocacy. We must advocate for our right and stand by it. I did not disqualify anybody. I don't have that right. I said I am not going to speak for anybody going forward except this person meets this criteria. In any case, we have finished 2023 election. It's over. 2027 election has not come. So anybody who is saying betrayal, what am I betraying? There is nothing on ground. When I was a spokesman in 2023, I did my job creditably well, and we convinced Nigerians on what we believe is right. But you can see that in Nigeria, you not only have to have the power to win election, you have to have the power to defend your election. So anybody that does not have that spirit or power to defend the votes in a manner that you would say, whatever happens to me as a person, let it happen. I am not willing to speak any further for the person. So what I just simply said is that going forward, I will no longer be part of this until these fears are addressed. So I did not disqualify anybody. One, I don't have that power. Then two, I am not betraying anybody because I'm still a member of Labour Party. And you can see I'm still fighting that Labour Party should be consolidated because Nigerians are looking for an alternative to these people. But if you want to fight these people who are compulsive thieves and who are the worst amongst us, leading us, according to Senator Ndume, who is part of them, then you have to grow higher and be more aggressive than calm down. That's what I said, and I stand by it. In all honesty, I would have said we don't. But because I'm a student of theology, I would not say so. Because when Elijah thought he was the only person that was worshiping God, God said, no, you're not the only person. There are more than 7,000 persons like you still in that country that have not done anything evil. I know them. So the only thing we have to do in this country, we must not be sentimentally attached to anybody, any politician. We must not be loyal to political parties or politicians. We have to be loyal to the country and to the law. And if any law is unjust, we have to fight the law. If anybody is doing anything illegal, no matter who the person is, we have to fight the person. So in Nigeria, we must create the environment so that those 7,000 that we do not know who are leaders will be able to begin to emerge. If the good ones keep quiet, they will never emerge. When people say people are selling their votes, you know why they are selling their votes? Because they believe that even if they vote their conscience, it will not count. Not because they want to be corrupt. They saw what happened in 2023. I was an active participant in that election of 2023. They did not sell their votes. But after, it did not count. So they'll be like, why would I go and say I'm voting for my conscience when it will not count? If I'm going to take this money, at least it will be what I gain. So if we don't fight, we are...
Daddy Baba Ahmed and I remain absolutely undaunted and deeply committed to the project of a new Nigeria that will be built on honesty, transparency, fairness, justice, equity. All the above starts with the process. The process through which people come into office is far more fundamental, more important than what they do thereafter. It is my belief, and I've maintained so consistently, that if you must answer His Excellency, the process through which you arrive to office must be excellent. We must now require that we do the right things in order to generate the required confidence and moral authority to lead. As you know, the destruction of a society begins and gradually progress when we act rascally or we deliberate the manipulation of the rule of law and suppression of the will of the people. During my campaign process, I said that we will govern by the rule of law because we know what not doing that will bring about. And that's why we insisted that. Let me reiterate and assure you that good people of Nigeria that we will explore all legal and peaceful options to reclaim our mandate. We won the election and we will prove it to Nigerians. Oh, yeah.